Action.
Action. Hey guys, we got Straight Gangster running. We'll start it up for you guys in just a second. Maddie swapped over and put the 82s so we could put them back on Straight Gangster, the 88s. I fabricated those up to fit on a 9.8 deck motor. The borrowed motor is a 10.2 motor, so it's a little bit taller and wider, so the compressor housings are a little bit short. But we'll have a full video out for you guys on the Hustlin' Horsepower YouTube channel here shortly. But I guess we could start up Straight Gangster. We don't have any turbos on it, but we're gonna start this thing up, and you guys can hear it. Should be able to make it out to Brockport this weekend. There's a couple little things that we got to check over. Nothing too serious. Of course, you got a little bit of breather stuff coming out of there because we don't have the breathers hooked up or nothing like that. So guys, we should be able to make it out to Ledgedale Air Park this weekend. It's 20 grand locally. It wasn't a whole lot to get the motor back together. I tossed my heads on the borrowed motor. Because they do have a receiver groove and stuff like that. That's all in the video. So guys, hope to see you this weekend, and we'll be there either way. Hopefully, Straight Gangster will be going in the trailer in the morning after we go and pick up the prison bus and hook it all up and organize the trailer and try to bring it out this weekend. 20,000 on Saturday, and I think another like 15 grand on Sunday. So guys, backside race. We could probably run this thing naturally aspirated and go fast enough to win it, but we're gonna toss the turbos on it and see what we can do. Well, guys, it is 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm calling it quits. I can't say it was a overly productive day, but you know, it is what it is. Motor's in there, coolant lines are hooked up, fuel lines are basically hooked up, headers are on, valve train's done. The 88s don't fit the tall deck motor. There's about a 1/2 inch gap. So we might just put the small turbos back on it. And because I'm not gonna have a tall deck really that often. So yeah, we're gonna call it quits. I'll catch up with you guys in the morning and we'll get back after it. I'm gonna go wash up a little bit and go take a little tiger snooze and see if we can get this thing running tomorrow afternoon. I think we can get it done. Transmission and converter need to go in, flywheels on, oil pan, front drive system, fuel pump, alternator, starter, all that stuff is connected in there. So probably put the 82s back on it, those BorgWarner S400s, put those back on it, and fire this thing off in the afternoon sometime. So calling it quits. See you guys soon. So what do you say, Sexy Rexy? He's the last one hanging out with me tonight. It's about 1:30 in the morning. We have an intake and a motor in there, and we got headers on, and we got the crank triggers set up, and coolant lines hooked up, and we don't have the EGTs and stuff like that hooked up. Checked the oil, checked a couple rod bearings. Intakes on there, sealed all up. Straight Gangster sitting there. We got the 88s sitting back there that need to be cleaned up. Probably need to clean up the wheels too a little bit because they're not looking the best. But hey, we'll clean those up a little bit. Then we shall fire this sucker in the morning after we go and get the transmission in there tomorrow. I sure as heck ain't getting that done by myself tonight. We got hit there after we won first round. We got called out, me and a friend of mine, we got called out by 2 of the big tire cars. And we went out there and we took out the 2 fastest big tire cars first round. But we got hit in the shutdown area. And we actually took, we had the spool bus, our big yellow school bus. And I had a chain fall in there. And we literally, I wrapped it around the turbine housing of the turbo to the trailer hitch of the spool bus, and we pulled it back, and we ran the rest of the weekend. But this thing was so pinched and so bad before I fixed it. the back pressure was so off on this side that the boost control and stuff like that was way off. And we went from making one of the fastest passes on that surface to struggling to get down the track just because I had to command a whole lot more boost. I had to put a lot more pressure on the wastegates to basically make the driver's side turbo work extra, because this thing was just so choked down. It was just choking this side of the motor. So it is what it is. But yep, we're gonna go through and we'll toss the 82s back on the car because they fit this turbo plumbing and everything like that. And then we're gonna toss some oil in this thing, a new oil filter, put oil in it, fill it up with some Hot Shots 2050, and we'll prime the whole oiling system because this motor hasn't been ran in 5 weeks now, and it is fresh. We did throw the Trick Flow 365s on the borrowed motor. I did that previous video, yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever it was, and we're gonna slam this sucker in. Then comes the Extreme Automatics 2-speed 400 and the converter, and then we got ourselves a hot rod once again. So maybe Lady Hamster will help out a little bit today, hopefully. If not, we'll probably start the thing up later this evening then, if I got to do it all myself. But we'll see what happens. There's a lot of little tasks. Got to swap the downpipes and stuff like that. Got to take the downpipes off the 88s and put them on the 82s. The turbo drains, got to swap those. Little stuff like that. A bunch of little stuff like that. Then I got to wire the whole car. Not necessarily wire it, just hook up all the wires and stuff like that. All the injectors, all the sensors, so on and so forth. And fuel system in the car, so on and so forth. Bunch of little stuff, nothing too exciting, but we'll keep you guys updated. So guys, here we are. We got the transmission about ready to go in. Turbo plumbing's on. Maddie's over here. We're gonna put the 82s back on it, just because the fabrication work I did for the 88s, I'd have to change it, and I'm just not feeling up to that. So she's over there, and then we got Smiley little MVP, resting up, hoping to go racing this weekend. No promises, but we're gonna try to get Straight Gangster back together. We should be able to have the turbos on it. I should be able to have the transmission in it in the next 20 minutes or so. The lift is a whole lot easier. I'm gonna have to get myself a stacker trailer probably if we want to continue racing. It's just too difficult doing any work without a lift. But we're getting ready to slam that Extreme Automatics 2-speed 400 back in there, and then toss the dash back in it. Start this sucker up once we hook the fuel cell up. Well guys, we're getting pretty close. A couple more inches to go. It's a snug fit. This is an aftermarket SFI case that Lonnie at Extreme Automatics tossed this setup in, and it is a SFI approved. So this is even though we don't have a training cover on this deal, it's a ballistic case. It's pretty dang safe. I don't worry about my legs getting cut off if something breaks in there.
Action.
Talk a little bit.
Oh. Here we are. We got a motor back in the car.
A little bit of help.
A little psh, psh.
Because that fuel pump ain't got no prime to it.
Yeah, it does.
That thing's got some pop to it.
Yeah, it does.
Then probably go for like 550s naturally aspirated.
I was gonna joke at the beginning of the video and just say, we're gonna run it naturally aspirated this weekend.
You probably could. Oh, is that Donnie?
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock already?
I don't know.
Or did you get him home early?
He's probably early.
All right, let's start it up for him. What do you think?
All right, hang on.
Well, guys, Straight Gangster is back in one piece, and we appreciate all of you that support this journey. We will have all the merchandise and stuff with us at Ledgedale Air Park. That is between Buffalo, New York, and Rochester, New York. Come on out. It is M&K No Prep Shootout on Saturday, and Sunday is the Upstate No Prep. MVP wanted to jump in the driver's seat, but I told her she has to wait until she can see over the dashboard. I'll be headed out there this evening. I'm sleeping in the prison bus. But Lady Gangster and MVP will be showing up in the morning, along with my buddy Big Don, Tammy, and them. We went and rented a U-Haul so we could get his golf cart out there so we have something to drive around. So, guys, stop by. We hope to see you out there. Well, guys, the prison bus is fueled up. Just got to do some final touches to Straight Gangster here at Donnie's house. And then we're going to go through and we got Ledgedale Air Park Saturday and possibly Sunday too. It is a local race near Brockport, New York. It is between Buffalo, New York and Rochester, New York, just a little bit north. And it's supposed to be $20,000 minimum. Tomorrow morning, starting at 10:30 in the morning, is driver's meeting scheduled for. That could be pushed back a little bit. And then we have, what else do we have? And then Sunday is another race that is upstate New York. Or Upstate No Prep on Sunday at the same facility. So we're gonna see how it goes. Saturday night should be a pretty good party. They have a concert and all the rest of that. And so we toss a board motor and Straight Gangster and we're gonna see what happens.